Hello everyone. So if you haven't played, this is the game Control. So in this game we have this interesting mechanic that we can force and use for we can grab objects like that and throw them. So like this we can grab and throw them. So I'm going to try and implement this feature, this mechanic in Unreal Engine. This is what I could achieve so far. We can force and grab objects like this and throw them. So yeah, so let's see how to implement this feature. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this mechanic using the part I did yesterday. So yesterday we implemented a system where we can push objects like this. Right now, so we don't need just pushing, we need to be able to pull as well. So therefore in the input I have already implemented pull here. Right, so I'm going to change this because F and E kind of feels like I'm going to use mouse left and right. Left mouse button for push, right mouse button for pull. Okay, and then here in the magic attack we have two steps. So right, so I need reversed this animation for pulling. So let's duplicate this one, magic attack, I'll call it pull. Right, and here let's change the rate scale to -1. And I need that animation to stop here. So let's remove from 0 to 22. That means here. And then let's add before 0 couple of frames here. It's easier if we have few more frames in the beginning. So append in the beginning, let's add 50. We don't really need that much, but it's easier to define a looping section there. Oh, this is right. Now let's go here and create an montage. Okay, now let's create a new section after this. Looping section. Then let's loop that part like this. So animation will be like this. And I will play, because after pulling I should be able to move around as well, so therefore I'll create a new montage group. Where should I? Slot manager, add slot, let's call it upper body. Okay, and let's play this in the upper body slot. Right, now in the animation blueprint we need to play the upper body slot animation as well. So to support that, let's say this to a cache pose, and then cache pose, it's using this cache pose like this, so we can play the slot, not the default slot, this time upper body. And let's blend whatever the animation we have here with this upper body slot animation only, but this should be applied only for the upper body. So layer blend per bone like this, and here for the layer setup I'll use the bone. Which one I should use? Spine 1. Okay, now connect it like this. Right, now let's go to the of that person character, and we have implemented this force push here, and let's implement pull now. Force pull, and here if I press push force pull action, I'll play animation montage like this, full montage. And okay, let's just play this and see if that works. It looks a bit unnatural. That's because we don't have a proper animation for that. Okay, right, instead of that, let's that montage, let's use this animation. It would look good. Okay, I imported the animation, and let's create a montage using this animation. Oh, let's call it pull. Pull idle, and I'm gonna play this also in the upper body, and let's loop this. Okay, now let's use that animation instead of the one we used before. Oh, that looks better actually, but I think it would look but it still looks ugly somehow. So instead of the spine 1, what if we use spine 2? Yeah, that looks more natural actually. And also, but it looks the other way. See, so to fix that, let rotate this character from the spine to me pause it. That way, like this. And add a key and apply. Now let's see how it looks. Okay, now it looks better. Alright, now when I press the pull action, now that I'm going to use pulling, I think this object would be too large, so let's make them smaller then. Like 0.5. No, 0.5 would be good. Because otherwise it would be harder to handle that object in the world. We can still push them, good. So now how to implement pulling? So for that, same as we detect object for pushing, we can do a capsule trace like this. So first let's promote this part to a macro so that we can reuse it here to detect objects that are in front of us. Just a macro get what's the object type? Get let's call it interactive objects. Let me get force responsive, right? That's the name we used. Get force responsive objects. That's neat. And let's move it up. Okay, now I'll duplicate this one, and here we can get the actors that are in front of us which respond to force. And then we need two outputs here, true and false. So if it is true, let's rename this to true. No. True means we do have an object that responds to the force. So if that's the case, now we need to attach that object to the hand of the character. Actually, not exactly to the hand, right somewhere near the hand. So let's go here and let's add a scene component. Let's call it object socket, and let's attach it to the right hand, hand R, and it should have, let me preview that animation for a moment. The full idle, so that we can determine where the object should be. Let's pause the animation. Right. Now this should be somewhere like still within the player's view. So like this. A place like this would be okay. Alright. Right. Now let's re-enable animations and use the blueprint. Alright. Now here, attach to component, parent is object socket, and everything keep word, keep word, keep word, and then component to, oh no, let's promote this to variable, grabbed object. We should do this only if it came from the true node, true output. Get root component, right, and then move component to 0 0, and this one get actor rotation. I don't need to change the rotation, so is out. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, now let's polish this a little bit. Well, I think attaching the object to the hand is not good, because you see the hand moves a lot. So what should we do about that? Right, then let's attach, does the neck move a little bit? Yeah, let's attach to the neck this object socket instead of the hand. Like this. Now let's see. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we didn't actually implement throwing away. So right, now how to implement throwing away? Okay, for that, here we have the force push, and okay, here let's see if I release. No, let's first implement the happy path. When I press push, if I already have a grabbed object, so let's do a is valid node here. Then what we have to do is, oh, I think we should do it here. Right, then what we have to do is this. We should throw this object whatever the direction the character is facing at. So here let's make another version of apply force like this. Apply force with direction. Now as the input we need direction vector, it should be vector. So we need a way to give the forward of the character, that's why I gave the direction vector, and of course the power. Right, now let's go to our force responsive object, and here we have the apply force. Now let's apply force with direction. I'll do the same thing, but the difference is power is this. Instead of the direction I'll calculate here, I'm gonna give the direction directly like this. Right. Now in the third person character, this is push. Get the grabbed object, apply force with direction and power 2000, direction, get actor forward vector. Oh no, maybe we can get control rotation. We can throw into the direction we are aiming at. Get forward vector. So let's try this way. Okay, right. Oh wait, something went wrong. Alright, after this let's set grabbed object to nothing. Oh wait. Here we also have to detach from actor, I think. Oh, should we do this before this step? I guess so. Let's see now. What's happening there? Why it doesn't work in the second time? Sorry. These two should be interchanged. That's the problem. I have mistaken there. Alright. Now get it, push it. Get it, push it. Get it, push it. Alright. Get it, push it. Okay. What else? Okay, here we can polish this a little bit. So if we don't have if this is false, then we can stop animation montage. We can stop this pole montage like this. So now if I don't get one, we should do this after a certain delay, otherwise it won't show any reaction to the input. Okay, and what else? Right, another thing is, after I grab and push in, I can't grab the same object anymore. See, so it has registered as the grabbed object, but it doesn't come to the hand. That's because once I enable physics, it is detached from the scene root. So therefore let's do something like this. And here BPI force, let's add another function, attach to actor. So here let's go ahead and implement it. Attach to actor. So this is should be 0 0 0. So here if get local get relative location, no, alright, simulate physics, get simulate, or how do we see if this is simulating physics? Alright, is simulating physics. Branch. If this is true, if this is false, then we don't have to do anything. If this is true, first set at location with get word location. We need to reset the root of this one, so let's do it like this, and then attach to actor. Oh wait, attach to component. Wait, this should be the target. And parent is default scene root. Keyword, keyword, keyword. And oh, before everything, I need to disable set simulate physics to false, otherwise attachment won't work. Oh, got an error. Oh no, I need to compile this. Attach to actor. Shall we call this reset? reset force. Okay, that makes more sense. Now we should call this in the pool. Grabbed object. Before we try to grab it, actually reset force. Right, now we can grab them multiple times. Okay, so with that I'd like to complete this tutorial. So yeah, if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. Link could be in the description below, and also the project files will be released through the Patreon page. You can download them if you like, if you are a member. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Goodbye.